And good afternoon. Welcome to Los Altos High School in Los Altos, California for a special Senior Day edition of Los Altos Eagles baseball. The Eagles, sitting at 13-12 overall, 4-8 in the SCVAL to the ends of the league standings, are facing the Milpitas Trojans, 5-17-1. Yes, they have a tie overall and 1-11 in the Dianza League. Well, it should be a little interesting today. You got Senior Day, so all the seniors on Los Altos being honored. Kobe Daughtry, George Fisher, Keenan Hanley, Nate Cardoso, Colin Holman, Simon Heck, and the only pitcher on the entire team with a D1 commit, and that's the starting pitcher today, Alex Rios. Let's do a quick rundown of the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Milpitas Trojans, leading off is the shortstop, number 6, Nico Robilos. Batting second, the center fielder, number 22, Ryan Kuhn. Batting third, the pitcher, number 20, Max Gonzalez. Cleanup position goes to the first baseman, number 9, Isaac Sanchez. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 2, Nate Reyes. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 7, JJ Alegria. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 25, Alex Wu. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 1, Robert F. Espinoza. And batting ninth is the left fielder, Matthew Clark. As we take a quick look at the standings here, you notice Palo Alto and Los Gatos on top. Only a half game separating them, and then Wilcox, Mountain View, Homestead, the Eagles, Pioneers out of Cupertino, and then the Trojans of Milpitas. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Los Altos at 13-12 on the year. Not too much more to say, but Palo Alto doing a very excellent job. And a surprise this year, too, in the Dianza is Homestead. Homestead at one point was actually leading in first place and has since fallen back to the middle of the pack. That's still better than what they traditionally do. As I have some friends of mine who play on the team, and they're like, yeah, we always win just enough to stay out of the bottom. It's that last series that we always go into, needing the victories. All right. And while we're waiting for the game to start, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Altos Mobile Massage. Massage can change your mental and physical state and inspire you to give power and energy to solutions. Altos Mobile Massage brings the massage to you. Sometimes a little pressure is a good thing.
We're a mobile massage company, and we bring massage therapy and yoga to the corporate workplace. We started this business in order to bring more awareness to corporations for health and wellness. This is a nice perk that they can offer their employees, and it says, hey, we care about your well-being. We look forward to bringing massage therapy and yoga into your corporate workplace.
And just before we get to first pitch, let's go quickly around the Eagles defense. Rios pitching, Hanley catching. Around the infield from right to left is Cooch, Angulo, Parker. Sorry, my bad. Rios pitching, Hanley catching. Cooch at third, Angulo at second, Parker at third, Holman at short, and then the outfield from left to right, Susko, Parker, and Baum, with Simon Heck being the DH. And being a former teammate of Alex Rios got a mid-upper 80s fastball, nice changeup, decent curveball. Definitely a scary guy to face. I never had to face him. He was always above me, but I still never do want to face him. But let's get this game started. Nico Robilos leading off for the Trojans against Rios. And the first pitch, Rios winds, delivers, and that's a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Rios officially listed 6'6", 215. Senior infielder and pitcher. Wearing the blue three-quarter sleeves over the white jersey. Second pitch is a fastball, and that's popped up and out of play. Off to our right. Beles is one of those infielders. Short guy crowds the plate. And the 0-2 is a fastball up high. Trojans in the gold jerseys, blue trim, gray pants. Eagles in the all white. 1-2 pitch. Rios kicks, delivers, and a fastball, and that's hit into the corner. And that's going to be under a foul ball. Well, Belos is right on. He's timing up Rios really well. That's something the Trojans want to build on. If they can hit Rios early, it's going to take a lot for the Eagles to do. The offense will need to show up majorly. Belos taking a bit of time to get back to the plate. And steps back in. Rios gets a sign from Kun, and the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Some sort of change-up. Rios battling up there, definitely. 2-2 pitch. That's fouled straight back. Backstop, very short backstop here in Los Altos, especially for the South Bay. You know, generally, a little deeper, the backstop looking about 12 to 15 feet. Normally playing with about 20. 2-2 pitch, here it comes. Curveball, strike 3 on the swing. That's the first K of the day for Rios. Very nice job working the fastball early from Rios, working the fastball in and out, going to the slower stuff, and eventually getting Rubilos on the curveball. Now Ryan Kuhn batting. And he takes the first pitch in the dirt for a ball. Kuhn, the center fielder, not a super tall guy, but I can tell he's got some muscle. And he takes a fastball in the outside corner for a short strike. Sometimes, you know, the leadoff hitters are not always the tallest in terms of height, but they can be the most athletic. Rios kicks the 1-1 pitch, is fouled in and out of the glove of Kuhn. There's strike 2. One-two pitch. Curveball's lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Oh, Rios threw him a curveball, and Kuhn was sitting right on it and drove it right back where it came from. So now a little bit of action at first. And the first base runner for the Trojans. Now the pitcher, number 20, Max Gonzalez. Tall lefty swinging a wood bat. So this is something you do not see super often in high school baseball, is the guy swinging a wood bat. And Rios steps off, and Kuhn's going back into the bag. Gonzalez is officially a junior. And first pitch in the dirt. Nice smother there by Keenan Hanley, 6'2", 200 senior. We're on first, 1 out. Short lead from Kuhn. Rios looks over, comes set. Slide step, and that's fouled off. Right off the hand of Hanley. Kuhn will have to go back to first. Got a decent jump. So we'll reset and do it again. 1-1. Top one, wind blowing slightly out. To right, and a pickoff attempt. Kuhn's back in safely. One pitch, and that's hit down the line, but foul, just barely. Nice inside-out swing from Gonzalez, but just a little late. Well, Real's working very efficiently. He's having to throw some pitches, but they've all been close. They're all, and all the contact, with the exception of the Kuhn single, has been very soft. 1-2 pitch and a pickoff again, and Kuhn's back in. Doesn't have that big a lead, but he must have enough speed to the point where the Eagles are going to want to take a look, keeping him in check. A lot of teams did that in the 1990s with the Atlanta Braves had Otis Nixon. They always knew Nixon was a threat to steal. Keep him in check. That's Belpamel, could be a double play. That's booted, and they're not going to get anything. That's going to be an error on the second baseman. So an error on Angulo. That's going to bring up first baseman Isaac Sanchez. So a potential double play ball there is booted. And now we got something going on between the head coach of the Eagles and the head coach of the Trojans. Don't know if that was something regarding the lineup or what, but evidently there was something. Excuse me. Sanchez, third baseman, wearing the white batting gloves. Real checks Kuhn. The first pitch is curveball for a strike. Something definitely to start four-batter off with, looking fastball first pitch. Through fastballs to the first, throwing off-speed to the next two. And he stole a quick strike there early. Second pitch is some sort of fastball. That's going to be a little bit low. Looked like a pretty good pitch from here, but umpire's right on top of the plate. I got about 6 to 10 feet. Can't tell. Let's take a long look in. Checks Kuhn. High leg kick and pitch. That's a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Easy Angulo and Holman trying to hold Kuhn on. Kuhn waving the bat back and forth. Rios kicks, delivers fastball right by the feet, and they got Kuhn by 25 feet. Yeah, they got him by 25 feet. Ball did not bounce that far. Kuhn went as soon as he saw it hit dirt. That's a quick caught stealing. And there are now 2 down, runner at first for Sanchez. Very aggressive base run. If it had kicked a little farther, that probably would have been an easy advance for Kuhn, but it only bounced a couple of feet, and he didn't get the greatest jump as soon as he saw it hit. And strike 3. Swinging Sanchez. So, at the end of 1/2 inning, Trojans 0, Eagles coming up. And welcome back to Los Altos. Very eventful top of the first. Start off with a nice strikeout of Rubilos by Rios, and then a single by Kuhn and an error by Gonzalez. Set up the first potential scoring opportunity for the Trojans, but a caught stealing on a ball in the dirt of Kuhn by Keenan Hanley shut that down, and then Sanchez struck out the end of the inning. So as we come to the bottom of the first, it's going to be Parker, Baum, and Rios for the Eagles against the pitcher, number 20, Max Gonzalez. Let's go quickly through the Eagles lineup here. Leading off is number 5, Ben Parker. Batting second, number 10, Ryan Baum. Batting third, the pitcher, number 44, Alex Rios. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 15, Zach Kutch. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 23, Colin Holman. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 21, Aaron Parker. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 13, Keenan Hanley. Batting eighth, the designated hitter. Yes, they're batting both the pitcher and the designated hitter today. Number 30, Simon Heck. Batting ninth is the left fielder, number 1, Brock Susko. And batting 10th is the second baseman, number 17, Juan Angulo. And let's take a look at the Milpitas starting defense. Is Gonzalez pitching, Reyes catching. Around the infield from right to left is Sanchez, Espita, Wu, Robilos, and then the outfield from left to right is Clark, Kuhn, and Aligura. So let's start this off. Ben Parker, the 5'10", 168, very specific weight. Just noting, junior. And the center fielder is leading off. Gonzalez high set. The first pitch, it's a fastball up top for ball 1. Gonzalez, kind of funky delivery. He sets up very, very high and then drops his hands very low. Second pitch is down low for a 2-0 count. And Parker, white sleeve, batting tape, and that's hit right into left field. A nice single by Parker to lead off the inning. Well, he had a 2-0 fastball, and he got it and just turned on it. Now Ryan Baum's going to be hitting. Baum, switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-handed throwing Gonzalez. 3/4 sleeves, Blue Evil shield on his left arm. Slightly open stance. First pitch and fouled away. A little under. On the pitch from Gonzalez. It's very interesting. Most of the Eagles I've actually had the pleasure to play with. Ryan Baum's been on my travel team. I played with Ben Parker, and Baum takes the curveball for a strike. And many of them I've just had the opportunity to play with, and I know that most of them are a very talented group. Parker, Baum, Fisher, Ethan Yenny, Hanley, Cardoso, Jason Wakamoto, Holman, Simon Heck, and Alex Rios. Played with all of them. Very good group of guys. Gonzalez quickly up 0-2. Baum's going to take that high and away. Decent fastball there from Gonzalez. Or in the 3/4 black sleeves underneath. Is that in the count 1-2? Short lead, Parker at first, and the pitch, and that's popped straight up. So left fielder Clark coming in, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Now Alex Rios coming up. Rios, at 6'6", there's only one player taller on the entire Eagles roster, and that's Simon Heck, who's the eighth place hitter. He's 6'7", but Rios very tall, gets into a semi-deep crouch. He's actually kind of pulling a Hunter Pence. He's got the somewhat tall and then gets into a deep crouch. First pitch to Rios from Gonzalez is up top. Gonzalez taking a long look in, finally gets the sign he wants. Peeks at Parker, and slide step, and Parker's taking off. And that throw is going to be on the money, but going to be a little late. Parker just stole second. So with one out, all Rios has to do is get a ground ball through the infield. Now it's going to score the first run of the game. So his kicks, deal. That's pitch is going to be right there for a strike. So 1-2 on reels. It's a bit of a power threat, actually. That's why they're batting him 3. Very muscular all around. I do workouts with him occasionally. 1-2 curveball. Inside curveball called strike 3. Reels looking like he can't believe it. That was a little inside to him, but that's the first strikeout of the day for Gonzalez. So now we slip to Zach Kutch, the first baseman. Very upright stance. Big lefty. And he'll take the first pitch for a strike. Gooch, a sophomore. That's 6'3", 170. Everybody wearing the high stirrups today, so I can't say one guy's wearing the high stirrups. Second pitch is a fast two-seamer, and that's going to be fouled off right over the Milpitas dugout. So Gonzalez is quickly up 0-2 on Gooch. He's been ahead of every batter. I love an inning with no runs. Pitch is a curveball, just outside. Excellent frame job by Nate Reyes, but umpire still saying it was outside by a little bit. I was looking in the orange and black hat. Takes a peek at Parker. Kicks and deals, and a curveball just a little low. Good start to go for it and held up. He's going to get an extra chance here. And they've got Holman right after, and you do not want to get to calling Holman with runners on. He's a very big, dangerous power threat. Played last year for my travel team and did very well with runners in scoring position. That pitch is hit down the line, going to be ending up foul. Just drifting over. Very huge foul areas here in Los Altos. Kind of like the A Stadium out of the Oko. Got a lot of room on the sides. Dimensions are a tiny bit smaller, however. It's a 310 down to left, 345 to left center. Slipping back to what I'd say probably is around 360, 365 in center, 350 in right center, and finally 315 down the right field line. Very righty, pull hitter friendly ballpark. Look, all the lefties we have in the Eagles lineup actually might be helping against them. Parker's taken off. That's fouled straight back. So Cooch giving Gonzalez a bit of a battle. And definitely is trying to get Ben Parker in. So I was looking. That's the sign he wants. Speaks at Parker. And a spaghetti move back to second, and nothing there. Parker wasn't going anywhere. Good swinging the silver and black 5-1-8, and the pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Reyes. Even with the short backstop, it's still going to be an extra 90 feet. So Gonzalez has gone from 1-2 to 3-2. Has 2 outs. Does not want to walk Cooch. And Cooch fouls another one off. Well, I'm going to say this much. Cooch is definitely making Gonzalez earn the out. He's milking every last pitch he can out of it. If I'm Gonzalez, I've seen a couple fastballs. I want to throw something a little slow, but a little. It's going to break inside. So slider would work, changeup would work. Some movement, maybe starting at him. Curveball. Gonzalez kicks. There goes Parker, and he got him. So at the end of one on the Cooch strikeout, it's 0-0. And welcome back to Los Altos High School. Very interesting couple of runners in the first inning, but no runs to show for it. And now Nate Reyes of the Trojans batting in the top of the second. And the first pitch for Ilse is a fastball in the dirt for taken for a ball. Reyes the catcher. Purple batting gloves. Second pitch is a fastball, and he's swung right through that. Excellent pitch there by Reels. All the concentration, 6'6", 215 bearing down to you. That's a fastball, that's hit up, and that's over our heads. So Reels quickly ahead 1-2. Gonzalez did that in the first inning and then had to work around Ben Parker's single, and he stole second. Reels looking for a ground ball to strikeout. Yeah, curveball is barely nicked, but that'll do. Second chance for Reyes. Extra bonus life. Reset, 1-2, Reels. Got him on the curveball. Third strikeout of the afternoon for the big righty. And now J.J. Allegra, the right fielder for the Trojans. Allegra not that tall for an outfielder. Holds the bat very high over his head, and the first pitch is fouled back and over our heads. Not many on the Trojans' starting 9 are very tall, but they're all very aggressive at the plate. They're all definitely fastball hunting first pitch. Yeah, it's in the dirt. They're making up for the lack of height by being very aggressive, but baseball that can work. You don't have to be super tall to be effective. I mean, take a look at Dustin Pedroia and Marcus Stroman. 1-1 pitch is a fastball in and out of the glove of Hanley. Well, I call it strike 2. One-two pitch, Reels kicks. And it's a little chop right back to Reels. Fires it on the first. For the second out, a nice 1-3. Now, everyone taking a look at that. Almost like a Baltimore chop style play. Reels plenty of time and fires it on easily to first for the second out of the inning. And now, the third baseman, Alex Wu. With a black sleeve on his right hand, black batting gloves. First pitch, curveball, or strike on the outside. There you see a close-up of Reels. All that termination, kicks, second pitch, and that's hit up in the air. Into the triangle, and that's going to get down for a single. Holman couldn't get it. And that's a run at base runner for the Trojans with 2 down. Now second baseman Robert Espedia. The Trojans are actually kind of doing what the San Francisco Giants on occasion do, and that's about the speed guys at the top and bottom of the lineup, almost running like a double leadoff. Oh, we'll have to see how that works. One at first. Reels having to work out of the stretch again. And a decent lead and a pickoff, and no one there. Ooh, somehow got back. I thought they got him from this angle, but what can I say? That guy got a really bad angle. Give him the safe called by the base umpire, Jim Good. And a step off, and Wu's back. Milpitas is very aggressive on the base paths, too. I mean, they had that caught stealing early, but They didn't have. No, they didn't have caught stealing. My bad. Yeah, Kuhn took off for third and got gunned. Real facing Expedia. And running, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and oh, they got him easily again. Well, 2 caught stealings from Keenan Hanley. We want to send you out with that nice jump, but throws right on the money. So as we're gonna have to bottom the second, it's still nothing. Bottom the second, Eagles are going to be sending up Holman, Aaron Parker, and Keenan Hanley to the plate against Gonzalez. Nothing. Reals doing a very good job. Reals and Hanley have combined for a lot of the outs. First pitch is a fastball for a called strike. Colin Holman, 6'1", 215 senior. Played baseball with him for a couple of years. He did something to me in my first minor league game that I still remember to this day. That pitch is going to be hit through the gap. Nice single for Holman to start the inning off. Well, he was sitting on it, and he got it. He took it right through the gap. And now Aaron Parker, 5'7", 172 freshman, right-handed. Wearing the pants a little lower than everyone else on the team is wearing the very high stirrups, and Aaron Parker's wearing the short stirrups. Short lead at first for Holman. Nice pitch from Gonzalez on the corner for a called strike. Parker, no batting gloves on. Not something you see in high school much anymore, since they switched over to the metal bats. That's all it is. Second pitch, just off the corner. Zagal's been painting the corners very efficiently today. Zagal's takes a deep breath, steps on the rubber. Parker waving the bat back and forth. And the pitch. Nice block there by Reyes. Fastball is low and in. Reyes got a glove on it, and he's able to keep Holman at first. Parker ahead in the count, 2-1. That's all is. Odds in a Reyes. There goes Holman, and that's going to work as a hit and run's on. Holman's going to be streaking to third. Parker's stopping at first. And it's going to be runners at the corners with no outs for the catcher, Keenan Hanley. Again, Hanley, someone with no batting gloves, must be coming back into fashion. After all those years, everyone's like, batting gloves are the thing, and finally no batting gloves coming back. It's a great thing. You can definitely tell when you mess up because you start internally cussing yourself for capping it. Reyes giving the first and third sign. Certainly the game might see a cut play on, I don't know. Might be a full throwdown depending upon how fast they think Holman is. Very speedy for anyway, yeah, cut play was on, and first pitch is a strike, and Parker easily steals second. So now you got second and third, no outs for Hanley. And then after him, Simon Heck, designated hitter. Hanley, slight crouch. That's right on the ground to third. Holman the fake throw, that's going to get away. Easily going to score one. Parker getting in third, getting the stop sign. And it's 1-0 Eagles. Well, who came in and charged it, and they definitely had the out if he'd made the clean throw. But Ended up getting away, and now it's going to be up to Simon Heck to drive in a couple more. Heck, 6'7", 205. He's not playing baseball, he's on the basketball team, center. And pitch, and Heck hits a drive to center. That's going to get another one in. Easily caught with a sac fly. Drives in one more. Second run of the inning in, and Simon Heck gets the job done. Well, Heck was sitting on it and just lofted it far enough to center, was deep enough to where everyone was going to be able to move up 90 feet. So you got one out. And now Brock Susko, the 6'1" freshman. First pitch is on the outside for a ball. Fifth batter of the inning for the Eagles, a single, two singles, a stolen base, an error, and a sac fly. I've gotten 2 runs in. Next pitch is a fastball, fouled. Just to our right. Gonzalez wants to stop the bleeding as quickly as he can with a runner on 3rd and 1. Down. Gonzalez gets signed, kicks. Curveball's hit, but right to short. Looks to run third back, throws on to first, second out of the inning. And now there you see the fake, make sure the runner's not going anywhere, and it's a mouse and now Angulo. Last batter. Oh, never mind. They do not. I believe Heck is batting for Angulo, so first pitch in the dirt, and Parker takes that for a ball. It's a little interesting when you read DH and you're going, but they're batting the pitcher on this. This gets a little more interesting than you think. Hanley runner at third, Gonzalez pitch, and that's up top. So Parker had early 2-0. Definitely not something Gonzalez wants to do is walk Parker, because then you got Bomber, and then you got Reels, and then you got Cooch. Those 3 can definitely hit. And 2-0 pitch, is a fastball for a called strike. Parker singled last time up and then stole second. Was stranded. Gonzalez did a great job. It's a fastball, and that's lofted in the left. Should be taken. Will be taken after a little bit of confusion by the left fielder Clark. Last out of the inning. Parker out in front on it. Still got enough barrel on it to make it interesting. And Clark charging all the way in. Got the final out. So at the end of 2, it's 2-0 Eagles. Well, you missed a bit of an interesting bottom of the second. 2 runs were scored for the Eagles. A Holman single, a Parker single, a Hanley, an error by Wu allowed a run to score, and then a Simon Heck sac fly brought in the other run. So 2-0. As it will be the 8-9-1 hitters for the Trojans against Alex Railf, who has been absolutely doing a fantastic job. 3 strikeouts already, and only 1 base runner. That was a single by Ryan Kuhn in the first. First pitch is a fastball right at the top of the zone for a called strike. Reels will be playing with the University of the Santa Clara Broncos next year under Coach Rusty Filer. Second pitch is off the corner. Broncos not doing too well this year, bottom of the West Coast Conference, but they're getting some guys next year. I've looked at their commits for next year, and they've got some good pitching coming in. They've definitely got some That's some talent coming in. Reel's definitely going to be a nice addition. That pitch is fouled off to our right. So Reel's had 1-2. Speedo was up when Wu was caught stealing. Second caught stealing in the game by Keenan Hanley. Had one in the first, couldn't. Tried to advance the third. That pitch is fouled off. Speedo's on time with it, just not in full barrel. We followed by the left fielder, Matthew Clark, who's had a couple of adventures out in left field. Reels looks in, gets his sign. And the big guy falls. Ooh, fouled right off the handle. Off the home plate umpire. And Hanley's going to go out to talk and give the umpire some time. Might have been a bit of a cross up there between Hanley and Reels. A mound visit owner. Espetia getting some words from his head honcho, the skipper at third base. Steps back in. Reels. Kicks. Delivers. And a curveball's fouled off. So Espetia giving Reels some battle again. You know, a lot of these Trojans, you know, I think the record's actually undershowing heck how feisty they are at home play. They were fighting everything off. Reels. They're making him pitch, and that one fouled straight off the umpire. The umpire right now is taking a bit of a beating. I think he's had 3 or 4 off him now, just in this at bat. Espetia facing the 6 pitch. Yeah, it's pitches in the dirt. Nice smother by Hanley. No runs, 2 hits for the Trojans. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Trojans. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Eagles. And that pitch is going to be skied. And it's going to be easily taken by the first baseman, Zach Kutch. A bit of a fastball, and Esposito just got a little under it. And wasn't able to get enough on it. That's going to be the easy first out. Now, the 9th place hitter, the left fielder, number 24, Matthew Clark, is up. Clark and then Rubilos and Kuhn to follow. Very high hand set. First pitch, and that's fouled right off of the backstop extension, extending down to the Trojan and the Eagles dugouts. And Clark quickly back in. High hand set, waves the bat back and forth. Reels pitches, and that's popped up. It's got enough room, but it's going to be drifting out of play. There's a white line that's just beyond the dugout. That's going to be out of play. So any ball is caught over there, the land over there, foul. And apparently Parker caught that, so Clark got another chance left. That was not out of play. That'd be a very spectacular catch. Pitch, and that's hit right back up the middle. Clark got a fastball up, and he just took a huge cut at it. For the third hit by the Trojans. Now back to the top of the order, Rubilos. Rubilos last time was the first strikeout victim of Rios on a nasty changeup to lead off the game. Clark short lead. Rios got a very nice motion. First pitch is a curve ball and just outside. Hanley had to move a little bit and couldn't frame that just between his shoulder blades. Rios very speedy, the starting shortstop. Back and a pickoff attempt. Reels for Clark and no one there. If you're just joining us, well, it's 2-0. Eagles in front on 2 singles, an error, and a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the second to lead. Reels is pitching a gem right now, only 3 hits. Some might say, oh, it's 1 inning, but he's been very, very efficient in getting players out of this. Slide step delivery and pitch, and that's fouled straight up and over our heads. Right behind the flagpole, the small miniature eagle on top of it. Not a live one, unfortunately. They couldn't get that. 1-1 count on Rubios, 1 out. Clark on after a nice single right through the middle. Reels, and quick pickoff move, and Clark dives back in. The dugouts here are actually very nice. I've played at some fields in the East Bay, American High School, and JFK. You know, a little cramped, but they're very spacious. Here, the dugouts are a little. You know, they have a little. It's like a little alcove, and that pitch is fouled off by Esposito. You know, the more I've been playing at high school fields, and I've been to some different ones: Mountain View, Los Altos, Henry M. Gunn, Palo Altos, American, Kennedy, Washington High School. A lot of East Bay schools. You know, every dugout is different. It's suited actually for that team, Wilcox High especially. And it pitches a fastball up top. So 2-2. To Rubios. Also having another bit of a long inning. Well, not a lot of batters faced, but ooh, a little bit of a late call there by the home plate umpire. It's a pitch outside, starting his hand up, and then called a ball. So from 1-2 to 3-2, and Rubios is going to have the green light. Clark will probably not run with the pitch. There's only 1 out. There are 2 outs, something completely different. Never mind, there goes Clark, and that pitch is skied to third. Clark's going to have to come back. Plenty of room. Parker will not be able to catch it. We got over there and had plenty of space. Let's take another look at this. The field actually sloping down in the back. It's got a little bit of a hill, and Parker got over there and had plenty of room, and just off the heel of his glove. So Rilfs is going to have to bear down and try to get Rubios fighting very hard. All these Trojans have been doing very well. They're milking a lot of pitches out of Rilfs. Clark again takes off. Pitches outside for ball 4. Throw, and, well, they got him anyway. I mean, the throw got him by plenty. The walk's going to negate that. So a little bit of a threat. Same as in the top of the first. Only 1 down. And now Kuhn singled last time up. And then Gonzalez and Sanchez to follow. And I don't think Wilson would like to face 3-4 with some couple guys on. And pops straight up, and that's going to be easily taken by Keenan Hanley. A little bunt play. Ended up getting popped straight up, and Hanley was right on it. So now Gonzalez reached on error first time up, error on the second baseman. 5th batter of the inning for the Trojans. Big lefty. With a very upright stance, only a slight bend in the knees, and first pitch is low and in, but called a strike. Clark at second, Rubios at first. Next pitch, and that's rolled over. But it's going to be easily taken, and that's going to be the last out of the inning. Nice way to get out of it. Single and a walk, a little bit of danger, but nothing doing for the Trojans at the end of 2 1/2. It is still 2-0 Eagles. And welcome back, bottom of the third inning. Eagles up 2-0, and Baum, Rios, and Cooch will be batting against Max Gonzalez. On the high stirrups many of the Eagles are wearing, part of their home white kit. And he makes a mighty cut at a two-seamer from Gonzalez. Fouls it straight back. Gonzalez, one of the new baseballs, gets it, is going to be rubbing it up. On one pitch. Taken high. Bomber batting very well. Flew out to left last time after the Ben Parker single start the bottom of the first. Still look pretty balanced at the plate though. That's a nice curveball, Gonzalez. Bomber able to fight it off. Gonzalez is still up 1-2. One-two pitch, Gonzalez. And Bomber gets into it, but it's going to be hanging up in the wind, and that will be taken by Kuhn. So 2 flyouts by Baum. I mean, he got enough barrel on it, but the wind here is just playing a havoc. That's not going to last it down. He also hit it out towards one of the deeper parts of the ballpark. So now Alex Rios. If we're trying to talk about his pitching, that's been lights out. 1 walk, only a couple of hits. And he takes the first pitch low. 4 Ks. 3 full innings of work. Struck out looking last time on a nice curveball from Gonzalez. It's also love to do it again. 1-0 pitch is a nice curveball. That's going to be right there for a strike. Next pitch is slider in the dirt. Taken, so 2-1. So 2-1 count. To Rios. He kicks and deals, and fastball's up high. So Rios ahead 3-1. He's got the green light probably for anything close. A lot of power. And 3-1 pitch, Gonzalez. Rios hits a little chopper, but it's going to get through for a nice single. And then it's booted in left field, so Rios is going to go to second. And he's going to be in there standing up, so it's a single and an error. The hit got through, they're going to count that, and then the ball was booted in left field by Clark. So now Zach Cooch, first baseman, he struck out swinging last time. And gets the bat with 1 out. First pitch is fouled. Mighty cut back to the backstop. And the Eagles have Colin Holman on deck next, and he singled last time and scored the first run. So Gonzalez knows how dangerous he is. 1-1 pitch. Cooch outside. Reelf's on after the single and the error. Cooch would love to get the third run of the inning, third run of the game for the Eagles. Silver and black bat, slightly open stance. And the next pitch is a curveball in the dirt, smothered nicely by Reyes. So Gonzalez behind again, 2-1. Had a bit of a long first after the Bain Parker single, but worked out of it. Had a very long bottom of the second after 2 singles and an error. Produced a couple of runs. And then a Simon Heck sac fly pushed the next one across. So Gonzalez behind here. That pitch is going to be a fastball. That's going to be a cold strike 2. So Gonzalez is definitely going to be trying to work his way out of this. Reelf's on at second, only 1 down. They can get him to third. Somehow a sac fly or ground ball will probably bring him in. 2-2 pitch. The curveball, oh my, just off the outside. Gooch was taking that all the way, and if he'd been rung up, I would not have blamed him for looking surprised. That was just a very, very nice off speed. Only a drop coming back. So full count. Gooch. Gonzalez. And he grounds it. It's going to get Reels to third on the nice 4-3. And now Colin Holman. Singled his last time up, scored the first run of the game. And the error by Wu. Holman, the black tape on the right wrist, his throwing hand. Very upright stance. And the first pitch is a called strike. A little bit of a pitcher-friendly strike there, but Reyes did a good job of bringing the pitch right back. So I can't argue that. As a catcher myself, you love it when you can steal some corner strikes. Your pitcher makes the pitcher very happy. Gonzalez next pitch. My gosh, almost the exact same spot. Second strike. So Holman down 0-2 very quickly on 2 nice pitches and 2 nice frames by Reyes. Gonzalez 0-2 pitch. High fastball struck him out. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Gonzalez, and as we head to the top of the 4th, it is still Eagles 2, Trojans nothing. Top of the 4th inning. If you've missed any of the first, I would say third, but since we play 7 in high school, it's going to be a little harder to play thirds. First bit, still 2-0. All the runs have been scored so far on the bottom of the second on a Colin Holman and Aaron Parker single, a Keenan Hanley error, and then a Simon Heck sac fly pushed both runs across. You go to the top of the 4th. Alex Reelf still dealing. We'll be facing Isaac Sanchez. And the first pitch is a fastball. It's going to be chopped right to the right side. Reelf ends up gloving it, and that's an unassisted put out for Reelfs. Doing a very good job. Had a little bit of excitement in the last inning. Pop up to third to start the inning, but then there's a Clark single and a Robiles walk. But then Kuhn popped out on a sac bunt attempt, and then Gonzalez grounded out to second to end that threat. And a nice curveball there at Reyes. 4-ball inside. Reelf's listed at 6'6", looks even taller when standing on the mound. Second pitch is a fastball down in the dirt, If I said I was a little intimidated when I faced him in Little League, it's since grown since then. He throws even harder. He's even more intense. He's got that look in his eye like Randy Johnson. Pulls a fastball right by Reyes. The laser beam eyes. I mean, he doesn't glare at you from over the top of the glove, but still looking very intense out on the mound. I believe many in the WC will be figuring it out when they see us next year. This pitch is in the dirt, another fastball. St. Mary's, University of the Pacific, University of Portland, University of San Francisco, Pepperdine. All will be facing him as he's on the Broncos, and that pitch is reached 4 and fouled straight back. Cutter or slider right there, and Reyes still managed to punch it back. Alegria on deck. Grounded out back to Rios, his first time up. Reyes struck out, and that time is fouled. In and out of the glove. Of Hanley. 1-2 count, 1 out. Still no runs for the Trojans, trying to get their first against a very top quality pitcher. Rios kicks, steals, curveball in the dirt, and check swing by Reyes, and so he's worked the count to 2-2. My mistake, make that full. As I was just informed by the home plate umpire. So full count. Rios kicks, deals, and that was ball 4, but might have hit him anyway. So that's going to be first base run of the inning, and now Alegria. A chance to add the excitement. Followed by Wu and then Espedia. Alegria and Reyes getting their signs. Rios, it's over at first. And a pickoff, and Reyes dives back in. Something kind of interesting, it's if you've been watching, the leads after the pickoffs have actually been going a little shorter, and a very quick pickoff. Reyes was just getting his lead. Rios picked over. Still, the leads have not been shrinking by much. Same. Look at hand set high. And slide step and pitches up. Has to have been slightly back out of the way. Wind is still blowing a bit, but it's calmed down. And many of the sports are taking place right behind this field. They got the tennis courts and the open field where lacrosse, both men's and women's, is played. This pitch is a fastball up top. Rios has been messing up a little bit lately, and I'd hate to see what would happen if Kuhn and Gonzalez or Sanchez were up 3, 4, 5 hitters. Got a little bit of power there. Right now he's behind Alegria, 2-0. And a pickoff first, and again signaled safe by base umpire Jim Good. Rios and the Eagles really paying attention to Reyes. Right fielder, a little bit of speed. Still probably not going anywhere. Team down 2-0, so 3 straight pitches out of the strike zone, and Rios is behind J.J. Alegria, the right fielder from Milpitas, 3-0. Reyes may have the green light to go. 3-0, he is going. And the pitch is inside ball 4, so 2 straight walks. And now Alex Wu. Last time up he hit a single, but then was caught stealing on an excellent throw by the catcher Keenan Hanley. And now time called, and ironically enough, my ex-pitching coach is going out to talk to Rios. And while the take break in the action, KMVT Sports is brought to you with help from our sponsor, Altos Mobile Massage. Massage has been proven to reduce stress and improve well-being. Healthier and happier employees do better work. Altos Mobile Massage brings the massage to you. Sometimes little pressure is a good thing. A very quick mount meeting between pitching coach of the Eagles, Hanley and Rios. It's probably just expect the bunt. And Cooch and Parker on the corners, middle infield, double play depth. Rios, instead of about belt level, kicks, and first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a ball strike. Very up-tempo base running played by Milpitas. Runners are taking off on 3-ball counts almost automatically. Second pitch. Ooh, nice change up there. Wu was out in front. Fooled badly that time. So Rios quickly ahead 0-2. 1 down, and that was on the Sanchez ground out, unassisted. Wu would love to get a nice hit here. That's going to score Reyes. And time called. Rios looking in. Has the sign he wants. Looks back at second. Kicks. Deals. And a fastball. They're called strike 3. Fourth strikeout of the day for Rios. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3.2 innings of work. And now Esposito, last time he was up, well, first time up, Wu was caught stealing. Second time up, he popped up to third. Facing Rios with 2 down. Short curly blonde hair on Rios. A little white hat, blue brim. Pitch in the dirt. Rios taking a long time in between pitches, but he's been trouble finding his rhythm. Had it early. Second pitch, curveball or slider in the dirt, and that's going to get behind, and everyone's going to move up 90 feet. Off-speed pitch in the dirt outside, and Hanley couldn't get there and block it. Some sage words of advice for Rios from his ex-pitching coach and the current pitching coach of West Valley Junior College, and Jeff Martin. Martin actually was my pitching coach back in the day. Esposito, head 2-0. Curveball's up high. So, Rios in danger of walking. Bases loaded. Started off very well, then unassisted. 2 walks, strikeout of Wu. Pass ball, and then Esposito up 3-0. Esposito's just been given the green light by his coach. 3-0. And he fouled that off. Fastball. And on the hands. A single will most likely tie the game up. Outfield shaded in slightly. Infield back. Any ground ball is going to have to be an out. Rios working out of the windup. Taking a long time to get the sign. Has it what he wants. 3-1 pitch. Swung right through it. And that was a fastball. Well, if he was looking fastball, he got the fastball, and Rios just overpowered him. So from 3-0 to 3-2. 2 outs. 3-2 pitch, and that's fouled off and over into the Eagle bullpen, which is right behind everything, including the stands. It's actually very nice. A bit of a secluded. It's not attached right to the field. It's right behind the field. Don't see that too often. 3-2 pitch coming again. And that's a walk. Esposito. That was the walk. So now Clark. Draws the walk, bases loaded. The left fielder, Matthew Clark. Real struggling a little bit in this inning. Had a quick out, 2 walks. Struck out Wu and then ended up walking Espetia. So now Reel's having to work with his first real problem of the day. First pitch is up and away. Pretty certain at this point the Trojans have just been given the automatic take until Reels can prove he's thrown something over for a strike. Now that's just outside the corner. Reels is, well, he's not happy. Bit of an understatement right there. Hanley's trying his best to frame anything back, but it's not easy. No sign to go out of the stretch this time. 2-0. That's up and in. So Reel's really in danger right now. Getting in the first one of the game for the Trojans, and he does not want to do that. As any chink, they will just jump on immediately. 3-0 pitch. Inside, but called a strike. Clark was taken all the way. Coach the Trojans telling Clark just to get it back to Robios. So sorry for coughing. And ends up walking in the first run of the game. Reyes is going to come in and score. And it's 2-1. So Robios walked last time and struck out to start the game, 0 for 1 with a walk. Facing Reels, 3rd time through the order. Keenan Handley calling time. Well, whatever page Reels wants to go with, it's not what Handley is wanting, and it's not what the head coach is wanting, and they're going to have a little talk about that. You see this a lot, actually, especially in junior college baseball. I've gone to Mission College just plenty of times this year, and the pitching coach there, Matt Burgundy, and head coach Bobby Hill, I usually call the games, and sometimes they're asking the pitchers, hey, why'd you throw this pitch? Or they're asking the catcher, hey, that's not the pitch I called. And it's like he shook it off. So happens a lot, especially in high school. Steel's having to still deal with the bases loaded, and the first pitch is fastball on the inside. Nice stick back. Handley for a called strike. 0-1 pitch is fastball, but it's lined in the left field. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run is in. 2nd run coming. He's going to be in. 2 runs on the RBI single. Allegri and Espetia across, and it's all of a sudden 3-2 Trojans. And now Ryan Kuhn up again. Popped up to the catcher last time on a sacrifice attempt and hit a single his first time up. And another bunt, and that's going to be landing foul. And belatedly, Kobe Daughtery's heading down to the bullpen, the 5'8 senior. All the seniors have been honored today. The award ceremony earlier today, it's honoring the seniors, telling everybody where they're going to be going. Pictures, got to be with their family. And Kuhn definitely trying to extend the inning. Inside corner for strike 2. So 2, 3 runs in. for the Trojans. Reelfs trying to just get out of the inning. Oh, 2 pitch. Nasty pitch in the dirt. That's going to get to the backstop. Another one. That gets away. Clark and Rubios move up. So yet again, another big scoring opportunity for the Trojans. See if they can cash in. Lots of pine tar on his bat. Something a lot of people do now is just stick the middle bat up with pine tar. But bunted straight up and over, but that will be taken. So another pop out. At the end of 3.5, Milpitas out in front 3-2.
We're a mobile massage company, and we bring massage therapy and yoga to the corporate workplace. We started this business in order to bring more awareness to corporations for health and wellness. This is a nice perk that they can offer their employees, and it says, hey, we care about your well-being. We look forward to bringing massage therapy and yoga into your corporate workplace.
Gonzalez is taking them out for the lead. 3 runs scored on a walk from Esposito and then a single by Rubios, and suddenly it's from 2-0 lead Eagles to 3-2, and that's first pitch is fouled right off of Nate Reyes. Catcher, it was a pretty nasty pitch, and Parker just slashed at it and hit it right into the chest protector. And as a catcher myself, I personally know if you take a foul ball straight off the chest protector, no matter where it is, it's still going to sting a little bit. So, very nice first pitch strike. And during that break, Rubios was talking to Gonzalez, probably just telling him, hey, pitch to your strong suits. Don't pitch to theirs. 0-1 pitch, Parker. Whoa, nasty curve. Parker was backing away from that like it had fangs, and then it dropped neatly right back in for a second strike. Parker, last time up, singled, stolen base, scored a run. 0-2 pitch. He just blew it right by him. Fourth strikeout of the afternoon for Mr. Max Gonzalez. And now Keenan Hanley stepping in, has the pitch card on his left forearm, his non-catching hand. Gonzalez kicks and deals, and Hanley swung right through that. Gonzalez finding his tempo, and I think the 3 runs really does help. And it means you can attack batters a little more. You don't have to pitch as cautiously. But Gonzalez definitely is going to like it. Very nice slider on the outside corner for Gonzalez for strike 2. Last time up, Hanley reached on error. That actually ended up scoring the first run of the game. This time hits a ball right field. Coming on, and finally taken by Allegra for second out of the inning. Now Simon Heck, tallest man on the entire Eagles roster, the tallest man, I believe, on the field, period. Find me someone else in high school who is not in Oklahoma that is over 6'7". This man in Oklahoma, I believe, was 6'10", was a right-handed pitcher. Heck takes, bit of a high strike. Heck didn't think so. The entire Los Altos bench is on the home plate umpire about that. Bit of a delayed call. Heck was looking back like, what? That was a strike? I don't believe it. Hey, man, a 6'7", your strike sounds a bit huge. Second pitch curveball, that breaks right back over. Reyes getting the sign. Delaying to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks. Fires. Heck, it's under it, but it's going to be easy. Fly to center, last out of the inning. So a very quick bottom of the fourth. 3 up and 3 down. As we head to the top of the fifth, it is still 3-2 Trojans. Top of the fifth, Milpitas up 3-2. Real still on the mound. As I just saw, Kobe Daughtry just finished up his warm-up, so he might be coming in shortly. Gonzalez up, and the first pitch is high and away. Gonzalez had a very, very quick bottom of the fourth. A strikeout and 2 flyouts. Still pitching with a 3-2 lead. Pitch is a hard fastball in the inside corner. Last time up, grounded out to second. And he is 0 for 1, reached on an error his first time up. Lefty holds the bat almost exactly horizontally. Second pitch inside almost hit him. Gonzalez having to back away, but Rios got the strike call. Very pitcher-friendly strike. Flying behind the first pitch, Rios up 1-2. And the pitch, nice curveball. Struck him out. A pitch in the dirt. Fifth strikeout of the day for Rios, and now up to Isaac Sanchez, the first baseman. Right-handed batter. The white batting gloves and the white and red bat, and the first pitch is chopped right to first. But easily taken there by Zach Kutch, second out of the inning very quickly. Assisted 3 there by Kutch. And now up to the catcher, Nate Reyes. Reyes has been having a pretty good game. Threw a dude out. It's like, he's throwing a guy out. Struck out. It's like, struck out his first time up. Last time up, reached on walk, so 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch was a fastball for a strike. Rios kicks the deal. Second pitch is a high fastball. Swung right through it. Reyes did. Very quick. 0-2 count. His whole evil shield on his left. His curveball, almost the exact same pitch he threw Gonzalez, but Reyes wasn't biting, so 1-2. Reyes, 1-2. Foul tipped, held on, and another 6th strikeout of the game. For real, so the end of 4 1/2, it's still Trojans 3, Eagles 2. Bottom of the 5th for the Eagles, still down by 1 in this game. Against a now locked-in Mac Gonzalez. After the bottom of that second, it looked a little rocky, and since then he has had only 1 base runner. That was Rios on a single, and that turned into an error. It will be Susko, Ben Parker, and Ryan Baum. Eagles still trying to claw back into this. Last time up, Susko grounded out to short. Kind of a cool name, by the way, Brock. You don't hear a lot of Brocks anymore, except in football. For some reason, guys named Brock love playing football. Anyway, at 6'1", I mean, he's definitely going to be probably playing football. He's 6'1", 165. He's definitely a wide receiver type. Takes a first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike from Gonzalez. Gonzalez doing an excellent job. And after the second inning, just nothing but shutdown ball. Rios did the same thing. He's been throwing shutdown ball almost the entire game. Second pitch fouled straight back. So Gonzalez up quickly, 0-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Trojans. 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Eagles. Sesko looking in. Ooh, and he waited on that. He saw the curveball, started, held up, and then managed to fight it off. Get a second chance. Sesko in the all white and blue. Gonzalez. And he got under that, hits it a mile high. And will be taken by Robios. First out of the inning. Take a look at that, straight up. Robios does have to battle the sun. Sun's becoming a bit of a factor. It's almost right in his face. But easily gets it for the first out. Now Gonzalez facing Ben Parker. And Parker gets into that. That's hit out towards the 345 marker. And it's going to be off the wall. Parker's hustling into second. He's going to be in there with a double. And a chance for the Eagles to tie the game. Parker just missed a home run. He hit it out. And right where the high wall meets the medium high wall. Out in left center. He just missed it. Hit it right off the L. So now Baum, chance to drive him in. Last time up flew out to center field, and the time before that flew out to left. Gonzalez. First pitch and Baum all over that, but spoils a pitch. Way out of the ballpark. Ron also has a sister playing here, Jamie. She's on the JV team actually. She in her own right's a very good baseball player. I've actually had to play with her. I've got to play with both of the Baum kids. And pitches a fastball on the inside for called strike 2. Gonzalez still dealing. Probably not coming out unless something major happens or his pitch count gets too high. Whichever comes first. Ben Parker on second after the very long double. Gonzalez, 1-2. Oh, yes he did. Ryan Baum strikes out. That's I believe the 5th strikeout of the day. Mr. Max Gonzalez having a field day. I mean, once he got out of the second, it's been very smooth sailing for the most part. So 2 down for Alex Rios. Singled last time, got to second on an error. And the first pitch, curveball nicely smothered there by Reyes. Reyes wearing the all dark blue, almost purple and yellow gear, except for his helmet, which is, I believe, a black. If it's not black, it's a very, very dark blue. 1-0 pitch. And there goes Parker, and he steals third uncontested. Second stolen base of the day for Parker, and there he goes. He's up all the way, doesn't even have to slide. So now Gonzalez has to work with him at third. And a bit of a high strike called on Rios. So 2-1 count. Koosh after him, Holman in the hole. Gonzalez with 2 outs, trying to get through this. And time called by Rios. Parker third. 2 outs. Gonzalez kicks, steal. Fastball's up top, 3-1. Gonzalez is gonna not want to walk Rios. Now with Cooch right on deck. The last time out he grounded out to second, but man, it's got some power. And he gets a pitch and it's gonna be popped up. Second baseman calling for it, he's got it. That's gonna be ending the inning. So at the end of 5 full, with a 5 strikeout day for Gonzalez, it's still 3-2 Trojans. A new pitcher for the Eagles, it is the first baseman, Zach Fuchs, the 6'3", 170 sophomore. So real day is done, 5 innings, 5 Ks, 4 walks, 2 earned runs and 1 unearned, 3 runs total. And the Santa Clara commit will be leaving it up to the sophomore. So Fuchs to face Alegria, Wu, and Espatia. Fuchs, a lefty, tall and lanky, with a very Charlie Liebrandt-like delivery. Zach Fuchs, very resplendent of the old Charlie Liebrandt. If anyone knows who I'm talking about, that's an extra 5 points to you. Please add that to your bingo card. Second pitch from Fuchs, and that's down and in, but called a strike. Charlie Liebrandt was a pitcher for many years. The Braves, the Royals, very journeyman career. Won a ring. Second called strike. Up and in. Last time up for Alegria, he walked, ended up scoring the second run. That pitch, that's hit into the gap. For left field, that's going to get down. And Alegria is going to get on too. And he's in there with a double. Well, Fuchs had 2 strikes on him and then left something up, and Alegria did not miss it. And hit it out to the 345 marker and easily into second. So now it will be the third baseman, Alex Wu. Wu earlier in the second actually had an error, which ended up scoring the first run of the game for the Eagles. He struck out his last time up. And he's 1 for 2 on the day. Open stance. Nice changeup to start him with, and he swung through that. Strike 1. Milpitas trying to get a little more cushion for Gonzalez. Against Fuchs. Looks back at second, kicks, deals. Curve on the dirt, and that's going to be a pass ball. Alegria easily into third. Trojans in business. He had to read the kick away, but once he did that, that was easy. So now Wu, the ground ball. I think it's through the infielder. A deep sack fly will be enough to score him. Fuchs kicks, deals. Fastball, gloved. The third baseman, and easily on to first. Nice 5-3 pickup from Aaron Parker. So Fuchs got his ground ball. A nice first out. Alegria had to hold. So now Espatia batting with 1 down. Espatia and then Clark. And first pitch is up and away. Last time up, Espatia walked, scored a run. So for 1 today. Batting with 1 down. Second pitch is a cutter. Drops over the plate for a strike. Dia choking up on the bat. Around 2 inches. Moving back and forth. Foosh pitch. Up and in. Call the ball. Aaron Parker not happy with that. Strike zone has been a little pitcher friendly today, but not entirely pitcher friendly. In the way of some of the MLB umpires where it's almost like, oh, it's in the other batter's box, that's a strike. That's a strike, yes, well today. Check back tomorrow, might be a little different, different umpire. That's a second strike. So 2-2 count Espatia. Trying to add to the Trojans' lead. Who's trying to staunch that and get the Eagles back up. Who's kick. Suicide squeezes on, and that failed. First strikeout and the failed suicide attempt. So we're going to be going to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-2. Well, at the end of the last inning, Espatia was up Allegra on third after a pass ball. And they had a suicide attempt, and that failed. So, bottom of the 6th, still 3-2 Trojans. With Cooch, Holman, and Parker. Against Max Gonzalez. Through 5 pretty strong innings. And Gonzalez, first pitch, fouled right back to the screen. As the game's gone on, I've just been watching this. Gonzalez's pitches have been getting sharper and sharper. I wonder if he's one of those Justin Verlander types. You know, as the night goes on, he's getting better and better. Starting to spot up a little more. Anyway, you know, after that second inning, many were probably going, oh, this game's over now. No, Gonzalez has really done a good job. Second pitch is fouled straight off. So Koosh behind 0-2. Last time up, grounded out to second. Relieved Rios last inning, got a big strike at the end. That's it right down the line, but it ended up foul. So Koosh going to be getting another shot. Gonzalez. Nicely built frame for a pitcher. Holds the glove very high and offset. His 0-2 pitch. And that dips in just a bit low. Nice curveball there. He's got a couple strikeouts with that. He's got 5 strikeouts on the day. And with 2 runs, both earned. But ever since the second has been dealing very nicely. That curveball, that's hit a ton. But it's going to be holding up. And it's going to be the first out of the inning. Off the bat, it was a very nice hitting, but he got a little too much under it. Yeah, it hits it right towards the high wall, so if he was going to hit it over, he really would have had to get enough of it and just not get enough. And now Colin Holman, last time up for Holman, he ended up striking out. And he's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch is up top. Well, the Eagles have had a couple guys warming. I've not seen any activity on the Milpitas side to suggest any warm-up action, so I believe that Gonzalez is going to just be going. Yeah, that's popped straight up center field. Say Kuhn circling under that, and he's got it. Second out of the inning. So they got one more inning. Holman got into that. So now Aaron Parker. And what's most likely going to be one of the last opportunities for the Eagles to try to push across the tying run. Gonzalez has been absolutely on point. Inside fastball call a strike. Ends up dropping it, but call a strike by the home umpire. Parker's looking back like that's a strike. It's like it's inside it. The guy didn't even catch it. Last time up for Parker, he struck out. Fourth of the day for Gonzalez, and that ground ball, that's going to be an error. Throwing error ended up pulling Sanchez off the base, so that should be an error. The throw would have been, it's like, got to the ball in plenty of time, but wasn't able to get the throw on there. So 2 down for the catcher, Keenan Hanley. Last time up, he flew out to right field. Hanley reached on error and flown out. First pitch is up top, first strike. The entire Los Altos, not sure I made a decent take. No, not the pitch you wanted, not the pitch you wanted. Well, Gonzalez got that. He's ahead early. A very quick pickoff attempt. Trying to catch Parker sleeping. But he was back in plenty of time. Very short defensive lead for Parker at first. Gonzalez looking at Reyes. Peeks over. It's a sign. And Hanley hits a line drive, but right to center. And that will be caught for the last out of the inning. Heading into the top of the 7th. Still 3-2 Trojans. Top of the 7th. Game between Milpitas and Los Altos. 3-2. All the runs for Los Altos were scored in the bottom of the second on 2 singles, an error, and a sac fly. And all the runs for the Trojans were scored in the 4th on a couple of walks, a single. Now Clark against Foosh. First pitch, fastball, inside, call strike. Milpitas, 1-11, but I don't think that record does them justice. They've been doing a very good job today of beating Los Altos. Los Altos overall 69. That ball's lined straight back up the middle. Single for Clark. That was hard hit. And Foosh leaving fastball. That's basically all. That's basically kind of what was causing the trouble for the Eagles all day. Fastballs, pitches being left up and being taken for rides or taken for balls, and one thing leads to another. So now Robios, last time up, he ended up singling, got 2 RBIs on it. So Foosh having to deal with runner on. High leg kick deals, and an inside pitch is called a strike. Something different to look out for is going to be that slow leg kick and then pick over to first. Sometimes guys will be sleeping on it, and so they're like, oh, he's not picking. Goes to sleep. 5 seconds later, oh, he's out. Please come back tomorrow. And it's time to slide step high and away. Nice snag by Hanley. Rubius, shortstop, made a couple of really nice plays. He's walked, struck out, singled. 1 for 2 with a walk. Trying to add on to his stat sheet. And the as I was talking about, slow pick over to first. And Clark would easily back in. Rubios with the white batting helmet and white gloves. Stand out very definitively against his yellow jersey, and that's going to be behind. So Clark's moving up on the pass ball. And it's 2-1 on Rubios. He's definitely getting the green light. Just try to get at least one more run. And then try to push it either for Gonzalez, who's going to go all 7, or someone out of the substitution bench. You got Meskin, Abia, Fong, Moreno, Sanchez, and Gomez. Got a couple, probably got a couple arms in there. 2-1 pitch. Rubios makes it just outside. You know, for all this stuff that I believe the Los Altos fans were saying, you know, pitcher-friendly strikes, and that's there were a couple pitches which have been looked pretty good, and not given. So I don't know how much can be said. 3-1 pitch. That's taken up high, ball 4. First walk. Fuchin out. It's gonna be Ryan Kuhn. Kuhn singled, was the first hit of the first base runner for the Trojans back in the first, ended up getting caught stealing. Then he popped out to the catcher and popped it to the third baseman. So 1 for 3. With a single, nice single. And the pitch. Goes with the bunt, and it's down low for a ball. Reels playing in anticipation of the sacrifice. Aaron Parker playing back at third and trying to get the out there. Kuhn definitely in a sacrifice state of mind. He's waiting on Foosh. Showing early. Reels crash. And he fouls that straight back. He's angling the bat a little too much. Probably tilted it down a little more. Just trying to deaden it. Not. If he's butting for a base hit, that's one thing. But he's butting for a sacrifice. You know, just he's giving himself out. So just trying to get it down. Move it up to second, third with 1 out, and then he's going to leave it up to Gonzalez, who's been absolutely phenomenal since the second inning, and Isaac Sanchez, their first baseman. And we're just going to step off. Kuhn looking down, signs from his head honcho, the skipper. I pardon if anyone's tuning in and going, is this a boating show or is this a baseball game? No, a lot of boating names and baseball stuff comes into play. Kuhn with the old butcher boy or slash play, and he'll take up top. Well, Kuhn been throwing a lot of balls up. He kind of got hurt in that first inning with a nice double by Allegra, and then got the 5-3 and then the failed suicide, but still a lot of balls up have been thrown by the Eagles pitching staff, and once again going to try to sacrifice. And spin move, and they, somehow Clark got his hand in. He bit on the, he thought that Foosh was going home, but somehow able to get his hand back in. First and second, no out, 2-1. So Kuhn against Foosh. Kuhn trying to, and gets the bunt down. And that's going to be successful. And being a sacrifice at first, man. Well, Bang Bang play at first, but he moves everybody up 90 feet. He's going to leave it up to Gonzalez and Sanchez. Gonzalez struck out his last time up. Reached on error in the first. And grounded out to second. And they're going to intentionally walk Gonzalez. So, bases are going to be drunk for Isaac Sanchez. For anyone who's listening going, bases drunk, it's an old term for bases loaded. There's a lot of terms for bases loaded. Bases full, all ducks on the pond. Aces full. A lot of gambling terms, but you know, hey, when baseball was played in the West, they gambled right alongside it, so can't complain too much. So Sanchez, chance. And a suicide squeeze, and that's going to go foul for first pitch. Clark was basically, as ball landed foul, Clark was just across the home plate, so very nice jump. And now Hanley's going to go out and talk. Bit of an interesting bet, you know, suicide squeeze. I mean, this lane, I mean, you are just aiming for the one run. So you got the sac fly, you got the ground ball anywhere but the middle, and the hole to the corner might most likely get a run home. It either hit softly or hard enough. Now that's going to be fouled literally straight back. Landed about I don't know, 5-6 feet away from one of our cameramen. So it's 0-2 on Sanchez. Need a strikeout. That intentional walk is going to look genius because then any contact, there's a force anywhere. So Fuchs definitely looking for the strikeout. Sanchez digging, slight crouch, slightly open stance. It's held very close to his body. Fuchs deals. And a little chopper. And that's still going to get a run home. So it's a run in. That's a 5-3, another run in. And then all of a sudden it's 4-2, Milpitas. So with 2 outs, it'll be up to Reyes. Runners on second and third. You got 2 down. Top of the last inning. Line score currently looking like this for the visiting Trojans. 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. They have been making up for that with a bat. Eagles 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error. So here we go, Fuchs. Suicide squeeze play. That's bunted, but right at Rios. And that's the last out of the inning. So heading to the bottom of the 7th, it will be Heck, Susko, and Parker. It's 4-2 Trojans. Bottom of the 7th, last chance for the Eagles, trailing in this one 4-2 for the Milpitas Trojans. They still got Gonzalez on the mound. 6 innings, 5 hits, and 2 runs. Is that it? And he gets to face Simon Heck to lead off the game. Last inning, Gonzalez. First pitch to Heck is up and in for a ball. So Heck is ahead early, 1-0. Gonzalez winds, second pitch is taken for a strike. Last time up for Heck. Flew out to center. Line drive hit right at the shortstop. Nice play. Throw on to first in plenty of time for the out. 1 down. Right at Rabios and had to go to the backhand with the play, but still made it. So now it's Brock Susko, the 6'1" freshman. It's where most places, you know, the freshmen are, short, like 5'9" and under, and this guy's 6'1", so I'm going, where the heck did they find him? Last time up, Susko popped up to the shortstop. Gonzalez. Pine once again, 1-0. Winds and delivers, and a fastball off the glove, off the mask of the catcher, Nate Reyes. Oh, my mistake. It's not Susko batting. It's going to be Kobe Doubtree, the pitcher. Substitution in there must have been for better hitting. That's hit up to right. Going out of play, and end up foul. So Gonzalez up 1-2. Doubtree taking a long time to get back. Doubtree wearing the blue and gold Nike cleats. Looking actually very stylish with all the white. You know, the little touch of gold there looks really nice. Anyway, Gonzalez, 1-2 pitch. Nice curveball in the dirt and kicks away from Reyes. Doubtree. 2-2 pitch. The upcoming Gonzalez. Sit back, but chopped it right to short. Doubtree gonna make a hurry throw first, but still got him. So the Eagles down to last out, and it will be Ben Parker. Last time out, hit a double and just barely missed a home run that would have actually ended up tying the game then. Hit it off the L just to the right of the 345 mark. There's a gate, and he hit it just above the gate and just to the left. There's a single I-beam. You got that, Gonzalez first pitch. And ripped foul. Parker just out in front of it. Gonzalez up 0-1. Gonzalez taking a long time, finally gets 91 pitch. And curveball just low and away. High set. Looking in. Reyes gets the side and the pitch. Pitch for a second called strike. Eagles down to the last strike. Here on senior day. Down 4-2. Gonzalez would be looking for a sixth strikeout, and that'd be a nice way to end there. Curveball. Strike three called. Gonzalez strikes out Parker to end the game. And that was just a nasty curveball. Parker did not see it coming. So the final score here on senior day for the Eagles is the Milpitas Trojans, 4 runs, 6 hits in 3 hours. The Eagles 2 runs, 5 hits in an hour. The winning pitcher, surprise of some, is going to be Max Gonzalez. Losing pitcher is Alex Riofs. And of course, our producer and director is Renee Antonio Mendoza. Our camera operator and driver, of course, is Tim Erkson. Camera operator, Kirsten Andrews. And we'd like to thank Los Altos High School, Milpitas High School, and all those who have helped support this. I am CJ Rule, and I will be seeing you next time on KMVT Sports.